move. As soon as I turn on the camera, here he go. Want to get directly on my feet just to see me turn on the live. Makes no sense at all. Nacho to the lead blade.
You finna go live?
Already started.
All right, get me off the phone. Bye.
All right. It is hot though. It is hot though. Hot shit. You gotta open up all these windows. It is hot as two hells. I don't know what I was thinking about thinking these socks match up. What the hell? Had to be drunk or something. Not even ain't even the same color. Hey, Chihuahua. It's got folders in the inside where I could actually. I know it's just my weed bag. This is my weed bag, but you know, it don't got no extra slits in there. So it's like kindergarten type backpack. I told him to give me the big one, but you know, I was in there buying a couple of things. I really got it because I like this side part. Cause I got that tatted. We got that shit tatted, so I had to get it. Little fly ass backpack though, right? I'm gonna hit my lights in a minute. Don't get on me. But it matched this though. This is why I got it. Feel me? This is the only reason why I bought it. Hold on, let me turn on these lights. You know, y'all like lights, camera, action, and all that. It look kind of dark up in here though. Go ahead and get some of this fresh air anyway. It's free, right? Niggas in prison be wanting to get out and get some of this sun. I remember we was locked down for like 8 months out of the year a couple times. Be like, God damn, we don't never go to yard. Yes, sirski. Early in the Mersky. You did. Excuse me for I'm a oh matter of fact, I'm gonna take a shirt off, nigga. You feel me? But I still got feel me? I'm still say less. Don't tell me nothing. I don't like wearing t-shirts. You feel me? That's why I always just like King Peel. I do not like wearing t-shirts, bro. That's why I got tatted like this. This is exactly why I got tatted like this. Nigga, I take off my shirt, nigga, I still got a shirt on. Feel me? And I ain't never been swimmer body, so I ain't never the homies ain't never been bird chest. Like they be like, damn, you kinda cut up. Oh shit, last 2 months, nigga, you got bigger. Yep, eating and buffing. They be checking me, just like walking up to us, grabbing our shit hard. Me and Munchie. As I said, me and Munchie did a lot of time together. Plus, grew up on the streets together. I don't know who the fuck Lil Munchie is. That nigga, he better move around asking about me, nigga. I know your brother told you I was like that. And it's a fact around this. Nigga, you ain't can't pull nobody up, Mr. Mayor. Get a Queen Street up there and act like Bosco. Nigga ain't Donut ain't gonna even do that. Donut would be up there lying, saying I ain't like that. And he's a goon. Me too. It ain't like a nigga gonna press you and then press me and then both of us. Like it could be the same nigga that presses at different times. And he's gonna tell Donut or he gonna tell me. Oh yeah, I met your we got down. He like, oh, you got down with the homie too? Yep. You ain't finna be like, oh, I just punked him. Hell no. Hell no. Lil Stretch maybe. Lil Stretch has some controversial, but you know he telling, so you ain't even know me to even mention him. You know, he had a Saguni somewhere out of state. I didn't even care what happened to the man. I was facing life. He was facing 2 years. That's when I knew he was snitching. And the whole time we was fighting the case for 16 months, I never knew he was going to get 2 years getting on the stand on me. I'm going to court. I'm bringing this nigga soups. His dad was looking out for him and shit like that too, but I had no idea. The nigga was telling, what's the deal? I'm talking about no smidget idea. The same nigga I'm going to court with is looking at me in my face, who I grew up with, and telling, I don't see how possibly you can do that. Lil Stretch did that. Going to court with me every day and then tell on a nigga. But you know who I think just took over the internet? And this ain't no cap. I think very shortly, Unc is the Punk is gonna mastermind this internet. He got a character that's not exactly like Charleston White, but they pretty good with pulling in your attention. They very good at that. So like I said, it is what it is. And this what everybody be on here for it. The goddamn content. Why are you gonna rob the goddamn content? Let's see. Oh, see? I don't even look. Cam Capone. B. Braves on getting caught for his first murder at 16. What do you possibly feel is content out of a nigga talking about a murder? You talking about the ops? All right. But let's listen to some liars. I'd rather listen to a real liar.
Tense moving forward. Hi, baby.
What's up? What you got doing?
Not much. You know, everybody fell for the bait and they chewed it.
They did?
You know, we can control the narrative. They're like, look, oh, shoot, Sharice is lining up blues for failure. Oh, my God. That's what they're trying to say from that. And they don't realize we weren't even trying to show that. We were trying to show the fact that we plan shit.
Oh, yeah. But they have to understand certain things, that everything is strategically it's shit.
Yeah, he's stalling. He ain't talking about nothing. That's why I said I don't even like listening to people in jail. Why would I want to listen to Loose Cannon? What would Loose Cannon be able to enlighten me on, and I'm free? You know? But we gonna check out what Gangland Neem got to say.
What's up with y'all?
With the Travis Ford thing and Lush. We gonna see what he on. Cause very, very so often do I even check into these other LA podcasters, because I don't think like even Gangland Neem, I think he in his mama basement.
Chat, right? Straight up. I know it's not 200 people actively in the chat, but
see, yeah, it's he got 202
here, so you niggas who just
followers
listening,
or what people on there, and he said it's not 202 people in here.
The 150, 60, 70 of y'all who just listening, who hear my voice right now, nigga, like the video. All you gotta do is tap it. You literally listening to it, but you ain't liking it. But you're listening to, I can see you listening to me. I can see you listening to me. Tap the fucking screen. 83 is crazy. Straight up. And
people
I really
fighting
don't care.
outside my building.
On
So
game.
y'all hear some people screaming and shit like that. That's what it is outside my door.
On SC.
So females.
On the dead hubbies. Nah, but all jokes aside, I'll boogie, bro. I'll dip. I'll just turn this shit off and make a video.
You boo-boo.
No cap. I'll turn this shit off and make a video. And it's not even a
You
threat
either
or nothing,
boo-booed
but
or
it's
you
just like,
farted.
nigga, if a nigga gotta sit, he's
smell
like,
it.
why are you begging for likes?
Smell like you was
'Cause
eating
I
Taco
be
Bell
having
last
to.
night.
Cause nigga wanted to do it. Shit, bitch. You begging for likes. Neem's a bitch.
Come on, Neem.
Neem's not built that life.
Neem talking too much. What? Teen killed by filming TikTok prank.
What y'all on? Hey,
Check
y'all
this
wanna
out.
play a game? I know it's late as hell. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and we should be in the house. Our mama shouldn't have us outside this late at night.
Teen
Let's go play
killed
ding dong ditch.
making a
Let's ring
TikTok.
people bills and run out. Hey, come
Shot
on.
and
Let's
killed
ring
while
dude
filming
bill.
a TikTok. Check this out.
You say what? Man, it's 3 o'clock at night. They ain't worried about this, man. We playing. Come on. That's what happened Saturday. Somebody lost their life.
Virginia County, a high schooler is shot and killed during what may have been a social media prank gone wrong. Thank you for joining us. I'm Scott Thuman. That shooting happened during what was first reported as an attempted home burglary this weekend in Spotsylvania County. 7 News' Christian Flores has new details now and spoke with the teen's classmate.
What was supposed to be a celebration ahead of graduation has instead turned into a somber event. Tuesday night, senior sunset here at Massaponax High School has become a place where students come to grieve after the loss of one of their classmates during this weekend shooting. And now we have court documents that paint a clearer picture of what might have happened.
3 teenagers made a decision to play an old school game that they call a TikTok trend right now. Really, it was an old game everybody played. Ding dong ditch, where they ring somebody's doorbell and then run and hide and see the person come to the door and laugh because ain't nobody at the door. These 3 teenagers, seniors at a high school, finna get ready and graduate in 2 weeks. They made a decision to play ding dong ditch at 3 o'clock at night. They went to the guy crib, rung his bell, and then went to go hide to see if he was gonna come and be crazy. Like, who the hell ringing my bell at 3 o'clock at night? Instead, he heard his bell ring, seen individuals hiding on the side of the house. He opened the door and got the shooting. It was 3 teens. One of them was grazed by a bullet. He survived. The other one didn't get hit at all. But another one was shot and killed and murdered playing a game of ding dong ditch.
It's been very emotional, honestly, because, you know, we graduate next week.
Massaponax High School seniors heartbroken after their classmate, 18-year-old Michael Bosworth Jr., was shot and killed on Saturday.
He was a very passionate person about stuff, you know, and just sad that he had to go the way he did. But
one juvenile was not hurt, but another teenager was shot and survived, who's close friends with Kamani Keys.
I went to the hospital that morning, actually, because, like, when I heard, like, one of my closer friends got shot.
Spotsylvania County Sheriff's deputies arrested 27-year-old Tyler Chase Butler, charging him with second-degree murder, among other charges. Detectives say the initial 911 call was for an attempted home burglary that ended with Butler, who lives in the home, opening fire.
The gunshot wound was respond back to the scene for an additional subject. The gunshot wound.
7 News on your side obtained the search warrant for the cell phones of the 2 surviving juveniles. They told police they were playing a prank called Ding Dong Ditch, where they ring doorbells and run away. According to court documents, they said they had done this to a few homes, were filming themselves, and planning to post this on TikTok as part of a social media trend.
It's been very rough, like I said, but I think we'll all get through it as long as we stay together the way we are. And that's how it is right now at Senior Sunset. We're all together. No one's alone.
The person who killed him was arrested. Hit the like button. Gold on this video, 1,000 likes.
See how?
Because a lot of people feel like that man shouldn't be arrested.
No, he shouldn't.
That man protected himself. This was
What these
self-defense.
niggas are doing? They
He didn't
18
know they
years old.
was
They some
playing the
big
game.
niggas. You ain't no little niggas.
You know, when he called the police, he reported that it's a burglary going on in his house and shit like that. He didn't know this was some ding dong ditch, kids playing games and shit. He ended up murdering one
Don't
of the
nobody
teens.
do that no
When the
more.
police came, you know, he was charged with second-degree murder or something like that because, you know, they say he killed the man, even though, you know, they wasn't in his house, they ran off and shit like that. So he was charged with a murder. His lawyers are saying this is a bogus charge, even though a kid got killed. They said they did homework, looked at their phones, talked to them, and realized these kids was playing ding dong ditch. What else should a man do at 3 o'clock at night? It's dark as hell, ain't nothing but drama happening that time of night. Some strangers that rung his bell.
18 years old, still playing ding dong ditch, and then one of your boys get murdered.
Seen people hiding on the side of his house.
Yeah, I would have blew him down too.
Got to shoot. He thought he was finna go through a home invasion. He thought people was finna come in his crib and do something to him.
For real, ding dong ditch.
50 yards away, they run the bell and run around the house and hid.
Look,
he was scared.
Ding dong ditch at 18 years old. Now imagine you looking at your footage, your camera.
You should be playing that game.
You gonna say grown men compared to this little niggas. You feel me? If you see his little nigga, you gonna be like, oh man, he's little nigga.
I don't think this is a first degree murder charge either. I do think it's a fucked up situation that a kid had to die of something as minor as that. You know, but the way the world is right now, you can't really be taking no chances at 3 o'clock at night. A motherfucker ringing your bell on the side of your house. I don't know what these kids expected. But then again, we can't forget, even though the world pushes kids to act grown, they catching murder cases, they doing wild shit. A lot of these kids are really just kids, and they think like kids, making a lot of bad decisions and stuff
18.
like that. I'm gonna keep y'all
How you get
updated
smoked for playing ding dong ditch at 18?
You know, these kids
I don't even know what to say. I stopped playing ding dong ditch on my mama, nigga. Ding dong ditch days was over at like 10, 11. Bro, we did all that. Then after ding dong ditch, boosting. And I'm talking about gangster boosting. Foot Locker. Order 2 pairs of shoes. The homie ordered his 2 pairs of shoes and walk out and swear to God, if that nigga touch you, be packing him out. That's what we used to do.
So I thought about it, right? I think we need to do.
How y'all feel about 600, man? I don't know what to think. But he ain't 100. He ain't 100 like he think he is. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And then here we gonna check out Snitches News. Snitches News, the one that got on the stand on all them old block niggas.
Go right now and follow me on TikTok at Trenches News 3837. That's my only TikTok. Yo, it's your boy Trenches News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all love support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you join the membership. Shout out to all my mods.
You sleep by my feet. It's my house. This ain't your house.
Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, not food hygiene, clothes, back it up, take it outside.
Waking up
give
3
it
in
to
the
less
morning.
fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless. I don't care how much money you got or you think you got. Mother Nature can come
for
and
sure,
destroy
for sure.
everything, and now you
It went
homeless, so
from
make sure
ding
you
dong
get back.
ditch. No.
With that being said,
It went
let's
from
say the kids, the
tag,
elderly, Neutron,
hide and go get it,
the civilian. Thursday,
ding
y'all,
dong
make sure
ditch,
you keep your head on the swivel.
boost and run out,
can't save you, or your local police
stealing
department,
radios
so make
out of
sure you're around your
cars,
kids, and make sure you're
writing
around
on
your surroundings.
walls,
If you got kids
bust.
out there, nieces, nephews,
In
this
that
and
order.
that, on the internet woofing, claiming hats and bodies.
Once you
make
start
sure
writing
get
on
life insurance
walls,
on them, so
you
can
start to
bury
get
them
mad
properly,
when a
and
nigga
you won't
cross
have
your
to do
shit
a
out.
GoFundMe.
You know you had the blower
I got
when
2
you did.
stories for y'all.
So
We
when you
talking
see
about
that,
no limit Cairo
now
and the
it's
government plea deal.
Whoever
Cairo
crossed
goes
it
back to court. We're gonna
You
find
take
that
it more
out.
personal
We get into
than
the
the
story.
hood.
Then we got Lil Durk, Mustafa. He goes to
I was taking
court
shit personal.
for bond consideration. Now his lawyer still got the same argument, but we're gonna talk about it. But before we get into it,
went that
make sure you
order.
smash that like button. If you got
The
Twitter,
first
TikTok,
nigga
Reddit, Twitch,
from my crew,
Facebook Market,
from my age,
y'all
84
already
babies
know,
that got
hook it up.
shot.
I appreciate
Smiley.
everybody who gave me support yesterday.
Smiley got
Sent me
caught
cash app,
hitting
showed
up
me
because
love
he could hit
yesterday for
up
my
and I could hit
birthday.
up. Like I
Hey,
said, we used to
I'm
cross each
forever
other
grateful
out
for that, man.
in a beautiful way.
So we starting first off with Mustafa,
Smiley got caught
also
slipping
known as Lil Durk,
behind the
aka
Econo Live.
Blood. He asked
Hitting
court
up on the wall
for bond consideration.
right before you get to
Now,
Manchester.
The feds, their
Lil
job is to
Alley.
hold them in there.
I used to
Drew
call it
Fillon's
L
job
Dog
is
and
to get
Diallo
them out.
Alley.
And Drew
Because one
Fillon
end
is
on Inglewood
proposing
Ave,
the same
it
argument
was
that he
Big
proposed
Stretch,
the last bond hearing.
L
that
Dog,
Durk
and Jack B.
isn't
They all
a flight
brothers.
risk. And
Nigga, that was a 400
that Lil
headquarters, nigga. Like
is being targeted.
even
with
if Jack
false
B
lyrics,
and Stretch,
and the
I
feds,
ain't never seen them get
got
their
him
hands
indicted
dirty.
off lyrics.
But they was
Now
the
the
big homies
feds,
as far as I'm concerned.
If you guys
And
don't
if
know,
you said something crazy,
remove
they was old
the
enough to whoop
lyrics,
your
and
ass.
they removed the bounty on Lil Durk, which means
And
that
then
they
they'll just
saying
post
that
it up
Lil
on
Durk
fly
did
shit.
not pay
I remember Big Stretch had an
anybody for that
expedition.
murder for hire.
It was two
They
tones,
saying that
like
Lil Durk
burgundy
lyrics
and orange,
don't mean anything.
like
And
a
they have
Maybach
the
type
right
of look, and it was on
as
a
for
what,
superseding indictment.
22
Those are the
assassins.
rules of a superseding indictment.
20,
Now,
I
all
don't think it was
those
20
guys
foes back then, but it was the
got
biggest movie
changed to a
possible.
stalking. All them
I
got
remember Big Stretch
superseded.
had that shit. I thought that
But
part
Lil
was ugly,
Durk,
but the
he
bitches like
has a
that
real
shit.
fight because the feds, when Drew Fillon had did all that,
I didn't
while he
know
was doing
that
all
was
that,
Jagged
and
Edge,
still talking about
Heartbreak,
the lyrics
Hard. When
on
Jagged
Vlad
Edge can
TV and
never
on DJ
take a
Academics,
heartbreak.
the feds was getting the paperwork together. And now we know that
Jack B.
Co-Conspirator number 4
Then you see Bino.
had called
Bino
directly
came later
to
though.
Lil Durk and
Then you see
told Lil
Donut.
Durk the location
Donut was the
of Quando Rondo. Now
dirty
you wonder,
khaki blood nigga.
you wonder, like, how do
When
they know that
Donut used to
Co-Conspirator
look
called
like
Lil Durk?
he just
Well,
woke up
They got phones.
from a 40
They got
drunkenness.
phones for sure.
Shirt
They got Lil Durk
fucked
phone
up.
log, and they got the guy phone
Hair
log.
all on his face
Whatnot.
like he
If the
ain't
guy
trying to
cooperate,
shave.
we don't know if he
Light skin,
cooperated.
green eyes,
But
nigga.
They really
And
don't.
you know how it
They
is
really
when you black
somebody
with green
cooperating
eyes.
to know
you
that
them
number
bitches.
4
Oh my
had
God.
called Lil Durk to even
He was
have his
not
phone
up to
number,
par.
unless
It's hygiene.
that person was under
I
wiretap.
used to tell him that.
That person been
I was
under
young,
investigation, and the feds caught on
But he's
to
still
the
the homie, though.
wiretap of him
As I
calling Lil
said,
Durk.
I could
Now
talk
we think Brick
that type of
Baby.
shit.
Everybody say
I
Brick
know
Baby.
your ass.
Everybody say Big U.
In
You
real
know, a lot
life.
of people say Big U. It could be.
I bet you Bosco
But
can't
the
tell these
feds
stories.
came out and said that Lil Durk got the phone call. That's how the wheels got to rolling. So, you know, in court, they don't have to. It's not about showing all the evidence. It's just about
Y'all like my
proving
Impala
that he's a
SS?
danger to the community and why he shouldn't get out. So they
That's my
can
little
bring
black
up
Impala.
anything they want to. That's why they was able to bring up the murder for hire in Chicago and he's not
I'm
charged.
smashing around in
Because
one day
they can
with
bring
y'all.
that
Y'all
up
see,
in
ain't
bond
no
court.
rush.
That's showing evidence that he don't need to be out here because he doing this, he doing that, he doing that. You know. So Lil Durk got bond court today, and I'll be back at y'all with the results. I don't think Lil Durk getting out, man. It's just all bad for him, man. And on the same day, they dropped paperwork for the Chicago murder for hire, you know. So it's just they playing ping pong. But y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. This is just my opinion. You know, people ask me my opinion all the time, and I give my opinion. Your opinion is not dumb. You can think what you want, but just don't try to sidestep my opinion like, oh, you a lame or a hater. No. I
got
get
it
paid
'cause
for
Gramps
this.
had one.
People want to hear my opinion, and this is why
The
I
last time
cover
I seen
these
a real one
stories.
that color was
Hey,
Gramps.
smash that
And
like
it had no
button,
tint.
man.
It was
Because
fish
next
bowl.
door, we got Mr. McKnuckles.
Yep.
No Limit Cairo. New paperwork came
I don't know
out.
where Gramps at.
And
I know he's still
will
alive,
be
but
accepting a plea
the
deal
last
from the
time I went to the
government.
pen,
Now, No Limit Cairo was charged with
Gramps was
4.
working
They
for
had
the-
4
he was
weapons,
working for
but
the
he only
big-
got charged
I don't
with
know if
one.
it
They
was
broke it
LA,
down to one.
or I
You
don't
know,
know
the
if it was
feds just want a
Inglewood,
conviction.
but he had that
went to
motherfucking,
the county
worker vest on.
after being caught
Brother
at the
like, yeah, I got a
Democratic
bitty
National
job. And I'm
Convention
like, damn,
downtown in a stolen car.
finna get
Just
paid
parked in the
forever.
wrong
Like,
parking
we was
spot,
happy for
an
the
illegal
nigga.
parking spot.
Like,
That's
literally,
crazy,
no
bro.
hating. He
At
was like, you
nighttime,
work for
at
the
midnight, after midnight, you standing out like a
that
sore
nigga got a
thumb, man.
contract job.
And then he goes to the feds. Nah, Cairo
can't
been going
fuck it
back
up
and forth to
unless
court
you
since he
fuck
been
it.
in there.
You got a
And
career
he
job.
tried to get house arrest. The feds say,
He was
nah,
happy
you
for
going to
Big
jail,
Gramps.
man. He tried to get his
Some
mom
of us
to
was. I don't know
contact
about the
them
other.
and say that he
Whoever called
is
they
be in the
so
house and
He hating
you
on
know
another nigga.
they can monitor
I
him
don't
and
even know.
you know
I don't
even
even
if
know
he
how
had to
hate.
get security
My brother,
to
my
watch him
uncle,
watch his house, he'll
something
do
like
it.
that.
Cairo trying to
Because
pull
why
every
would I
tech.
hate my
But
relatives?
they said no, they needed
Unless
some
you a weird
time.
ass nigga.
So now it comes out that Cairo will be accepting a plea deal.
I can say,
It was
me and
like
Bosco
10
no
years and
relation.
months
I
that
have
they
no
would that they
memories with
wanted,
him.
that they was asking
Only when I was
for,
catching
you
a
know,
fade with
but
some niggas.
I think
and
Cairo
Bosco
gonna take
left me
5.
and came back
You
with
know,
a
Lil
bat.
Wayne got 5. Cairo gonna take 5. He
I
really,
couldn't
Cairo,
believe
I mean, Lil Wayne
he
didn't
left
have
me.
no record, but Cairo got a record
Anything
from
can
with the
happen
judge. But
in
I think
seconds.
he'll get 5 years. They
You
just
saw
want
me
some time.
squabbling 2
He'll go
6-0s.
and do about
You
2,
leave
2.5,
and come
and
back
then
with a
he'll
bat.
be right back home. Now,
That's the
Cairo,
only interaction
he
I
different
ever
than
had with
everybody,
Bosco.
man. He got
And even
famous,
then, I
man,
was
from
like,
getting
this
punched in the
nigga's a
jaw,
bitch.
man. Like, for real. No funny
Why
shit.
you
He got
leave?
famous for that. Like, he
Why
probably
you
was
think
famous
you
in the
had to
streets,
get
but he
back?
got
It was gonna
famous
be
for
2-on-2.
that. And,
What is you
you know,
doing?
he one of the ones that didn't hide from it and people troll him. And he just blew up off that. He took it
That's
and
my
blew
only
up off
interaction with Bosco.
him getting
I had
hit in
too
the
many
jaw
different
at
homies from the
McDonald's.
hood
He even
to
went
fuck
back
with
to
Bosco.
McDonald's
Like,
and
Bosco was
revisited
like,
the
oh yeah, that's
McDonald's,
Bosco. Hey, what's
cried
up?
to a
Like,
couple of chicken
honest to
McNuggets.
God.
You know, threw
This is
the
how I used to
apples
see
on the
Bosco.
ground and said the
In a
apples
whip
didn't
or
help
with the
him.
homies.
You know,
I'd be like,
Cairo
hey,
was
what's up,
funny.
what's
He
up,
cut
what's
off his
up?
legs in one video
What's up, blood? Hey,
and was
what's up,
crying that his
Bosco?
girl left him.
And be gone.
You know, he
We
was
ain't
just
never
a
got the car
helpful.
together.
Hopefully,
We
Cairo,
ain't never
you
slid on
know,
nobody.
get his time done,
I ain't
come
never
back
seen him
out,
catch a fade.
and you know, start
I
doing
don't even
something
think I ain't
that's
took him
you know
nowhere store, but to the
Don't be
liquor store,
productive,
get some
man,
blunts.
because he can use his
That's
talent,
it.
man. Like
And then
Famous
I
Richard.
took
He got
him,
all them
and I was younger than
subscribers.
him,
But
and I
they
had a
useless
whip,
when
and
you
he
in
didn't.
jail. Hey,
Back
get in the comments, let me know what
then,
y'all
I had
think.
a
I will
whip.
be going
He
live
didn't.
tonight. I
Mind
appreciate
you,
everybody
older than
love.
me.
Everybody
Always
who
remember
sent me
that.
a cash app, who wished me happy
He was
birthday.
19,
I appreciate y'all, man.
16. I'm
Shout out to
driving.
Made Media
You were
Magazine,
right.
man. Make sure y'all go run up his page. Shout out to
You can't do nothing with me.
CertifiedSmoke.com. If you need any smoke accessories, man, go to CertifiedSmoke.com. Tell them Trisha News hit you up. Shout out BPTV and PTP TV. Man, I got my latest interviews coming out over there. Make sure y'all go and check them out. Shout out to the mods and the mod squad. Man, make sure you go and tap into my mods sometimes. I ain't on YouTube. I got class. Go and tap into them. My 9 is my 9. I'm out.
That's how goofy Goon was. He's so dumb, he'll let his mama find it. And then take it. Not only find it, take it. If my mama find it, best believe she ain't finna take it unless she told the police on me. And I mean literally called them to the house. But after she got me, after I got found with that crack, and my dad got banged on her for that, and do that shit again. Hey, how y'all feel about that? That Grave Digger's Quest is now linking up with 607 That's why I said 607 He told the whole world that he didn't get robbed for a real chain and told a full lie. And now we find out he linking back up with Grave Digger Quest, who been telling us. Remember, I said he had the lower subscribers. So since he had lower subscribers, he was telling the world like, hell no, nigga, this shit real, man. Woo, woo. He was telling the world every day, yeah, we on the hideout, nigga. We in Texas. Yeah, we robbed that nigga 607 607 It wasn't real. I set him up. Don't believe him. It was a fake chain. I put him up to do it. Cause if I pay you, I gotta fuck you. You know what I mean? Now we find out real chain. They really did snake you. You didn't pay them. And now for the clout, you link back up with them. But they robbed you for real, for real. You told us they didn't. You said it was fake chain. You set the play up and the chain wasn't real. And you just want to see if they was going to rob you. And I remember seeing them because they only had like 19 people watching at one time. I seen them at that early. They had about like 19 people. And I used to watch and I was like, these young niggas dumb. I said, these young niggas, they brothers, like real brothers. But one of them gonna get mad one day and blow a nigga sloppy top. I said, let them get some money. And one of them niggas be off them yerks. And then feel some type of way about his brother, they're gonna blow his sloppy top. That's how much demon time they got in their blood. They're blood brothers. And I bet you that young nigga with the little twisties, he'll smoke his older brother. That's why I stopped watching them, because I could see it. They Cain and Abel. That little brother with the twisties, that little brother want clout for real, for real. He don't want a little, he want to snatch that shit. And then he want to snatch it from Big Brother because Big Brother killed Big Cousin, allegedly. Or maybe not allegedly, because they say it's real. His mama said that Merc game was real. And then how you gonna make a song dissing your cousin in the dirt? Who? What? And y'all watch this nigga? And then 607 the punk be on some he'll tell you some revolution shit, intriguing shit, enlightening shit, woke shit. He is a wise man. And let me put you up on some shit. He gray like Puff Daddy too, because he older than me. Damn, my lineup from yesterday sticking. Ooh-wee. I don't know if y'all seen my live yesterday when I lined up. Look at my shit. Look at my shit, bro. I got that. Huh? Look at that perfect line. Look how perfect it is. And I did that myself. Look at me, bro, here. Sheesh. Like Draco. Sheesh. But yeah, I can't follow. 607. I give him his props. He finna take over. He finna boom past no jumper. If he plays cards right. This nigga getting 1.5K on his lives as of lately. I wonder why. 607 the pump. He learned how to Charleston White without Charleston White. He got a key. It's a lot of keys. Put it like this. He's a locksmith. Charleston White is a locksmith. No matter how they open the lock, they got the key to get in. And it ain't no Illuminati. I ain't talking about that weird ass shit. Even though I know that shit to be real. You might think it's fake. Hell no. I know real Haitians that sacrifice shit. I know them white people doing that shit too. Because they learned it from the Africans. Yep. They know them sacrifices real. What if sacrifices wasn't real, it wouldn't be in the Bible. You let me know. It's stories in the Bible about people willing to sacrifice their own sons. Do you know Young Thug was in the act of about to sacrificing a goat when he got arrested for his RICO in his backyard? Oh, y'all remember that, huh? Yeah, I know. Yep. In the act of about to sacrifice a goat when he got arrested for the RICO. I don't know. They'll say it's wrong, right? But then they sacrifice him every day and make meat for us to cook. So what are you talking about? Young Thug got caught in the act of finna sacrifice a goat. And they'll say he wrong. But then they'll rest in peace Ghost by the masses and then put him on a shelf in the grocery store and say that's legal. See what I mean? Who's saying it's legal? Who's saying it's not? Is the people that's printing the money. Perfect example. Everybody in this world know. You can talk about this man all you want. You can say he ain't a real blood. Whatever. Soulja Boy got bread. And I mean bread. Before young niggas had bread. That nigga had Chris Brown money before Chris Brown came out. And that's a fact. So much of a fact. Soulja Boy was going back and forth with the US. He was trying to make his own PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever it was. You know how much money it is to come up with your own console, your own cartridges, your own graphics. And then when you spend all this money on that, they tell you, no, we can't make it legal unless you put a white name on top of it. Ask Soulja Boy. I don't hate on niggas like that. Like I said, you can say you're fake blood. You say real blood. I don't give a fuck. But what I do know is the nigga came out with his own console. In America. You see my other backpack? And they tell him, if we can't get in, you ain't gonna win. You ain't selling that here. Just like TikTok. We can go straight to TikTok. They told TikTok, if we don't get in, we gonna take your Japanese ass up out of here. And then Donald Trump, he got so many people that got into it with about that, because that was a lot of citizens that live their life on that pay their bills on that. So with that being said, it's like, you know, that's fucking up your economy for your people who you say you protect, right? By getting illegals and all that stuff out of here. You say you're protecting them. So if TikTok is paying some of these white people, Trump is gonna find a way to bullshit. And that's why they didn't take TikTok, because there's too many white people involved in them dollars. And with white people, they never tell you they related to police officers. They related to council people. They're related to the police. just like Adam 22 try to act dumb when I put it out there when I first started rocking on the internet, and then everybody was oh, who's this guy? And I said, yeah, Adam 22, nigga. I said, Adam 22, stop acting like nigga, because I'm older. Stop acting like your dad don't know motherfucking Bill Clinton. Like, hey, what up? Can we pull up, though? Yeah, your dad is best friends with an ex. How many people do you know that they can say they dad was best friends with the president of the United States of America? You let me know. 'Cause I don't got none of my friends, and I can say my dad was friends with the president of the United States. Adam 22 can. And then when I start putting it out there, when I start getting on Bosco and Munchie, you know what Buster Munchie do? Go to No Jumper and ask the same question that I told him what was real. He said he did just like this. Let me do a Stevie Wonder for you. I'll never forget how much he did it. He was behind Adam, and it was talking, and he said, "Hey, let me ask you a question. So what's this I'm hearing about? Your dad or something like that? Like he did a Stevie Wonder, you know what I mean, with them glasses on. So he said, what's up with your dad? I've been hearing this about your dad being friends with the president. You bitch ass nigga, you been watching me, nigga. I was the only one that been saying that, nigga. And then I seen Gangland Neem. That's why I said I be on all the busters, nigga. These niggas be on my shit and use what I have on a lower level and go put it on their podcast like they just knew this shit. It was a bitch ass lie, nigga. And it happens within a week. Every time I put, nobody even was murmuring the words, Adam 22 dad is best friends with Bill Clinton. And then I broke it down to the Monica Lewinsky, and I started doing all the extras. And then he was like, so that's real? He did the Monica Lewinsky thing? Nigga, you so young, you don't even remember that to be even speaking on that. Nigga, that's why I know you watch me. You's a buster. Nigga using my content. Yeah, you the mayor, all right, nigga. The mayor gonna have a left and right for him, nigga. My mama, nigga, stealing my shit, nigga. Say my name. Put my name on it then, nigga. And maybe I'll give you a pass. Well, my mama, nigga, a week later. Who else did that shit? Gangland Neem. The only nigga that I ain't caught doing me like that, but always want to get in my DM, like even on my live, he'll get on here, ODM Slim, gay, and then he'll just leave, and then he'll delete it because he knows he's a buster. He know if a nigga screenshot that shit, I could be like Snoopy sassy ass and be like, shit, nigga, I'm keeping all y'all niggas. Every time y'all hit me, I'm in the DM. Nigga, I'm recording it. Nigga, I got that shit locked. And then when I go see the DA and I have to stab, this is what he said yesterday. I have to stab one of you niggas. I have to tase one of you niggas. Or I have to smoke one of you niggas. I'm going to get that to the DA and y'all can say I'm telling all I want. Remember? That's what he said yesterday. Y'all can say I'm telling all I want. Shit, I'm just turning in what they said to me. They said it to me, so I'm in fear for my life. Yeah, that's what Snoopy Sassy ass said yesterday. That's what I'm like, whoa, gang member or fed? Charleston White is not a gang member. You talking about having pepper spray and all that. You've been watching Charleston White, huh? For sure. For sure. If that's where you get your game and lingo from, hey. Look, man, I seen worse on the internet. So if that's who you choose to, just like I said, 607 Up is the punk. He took Charleston White, but he did it with a more finesse. He ain't gonna talk bad about no kids. He'll talk bad about gang, but he'll do it in a joking way. Best believe, if 607 Up didn't have Just for Men, you would see how great he was, just like Puff Daddy. I'm great. I'm 40. These niggas older than me. You know how great these niggas would be? Look at my shit. Look at my shit. Nigga, I'm 40. I'm 40. Look at my grades coming in, gang. 607 Unc is like 50. But he still look like a young nigga. Just for Men is real. Deion Sanders knows it. Puff Daddy being in jail, if you seen the whiteness on him, you would say, "What's up, Uncle Ben? What's up, Frederick Douglass? Stay black." That's how great he is. Deion Sanders, great. Mike Tyson, great. Michael Jordan, great. Don't get it confused. Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay is great. What? Why you think he wear the booty chin? Cause he ain't gotta keep slapping on just for men. But Shay Shay, and I'ma say this cause I ain't scared of no man. They can catch a fade. You be wearing some gay ass clothes. On the dead homies. Why your shit so tight, gang? I don't care how you feel. I don't care if somebody said it to him before. I'll tell him like, bro, you wear tight ass clothes, gang. Oh man, you better stop speaking on me. And your name is Shay Shay. You better swing, or nigga, you gonna take what I just said. And I'll be on Club Shay Shay up on him. And I am not his size. But I bet you he don't know he was getting down with a nigga. Oh yeah. And if you don't believe it, tell him what I said. And we could go to Atlanta at my house. We'll put the gloves on. Fade. Ain't no regular ass YouTuber. Fade. Somebody gonna get dizzy. And I don't even care if it's me. Just to show niggas, ain't no picking and choosing. Say what you say and hold that shit down. Even if it gets you out of here. That's the only way I know, because my niggas is out of here. And they said it when they knew niggas was there to handle that. That's why I said, oh, you got them? Well, that's my brother. And if I'm still walking around, walk like you on sheer ice in Poland, where they tell you, you know, you might fall through the cracks. Yeah, you can trust it, but you might fall through. And you might get got. Just don't have no tricky dance moves. Because I'm going to go back to it. And I'm going to be like, you know what? I shouldn't even fuck with this nigga in the first place. I can't big Ewing and just dump a nigga off in Vegas. But Atlanta, North Carolina, you know, Ohio, someplace in Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Mississippi, it's some real wooded areas. And if you know what you're doing, you know where the crocodiles be at. Like in Lake Wells, Florida. And you'll pull up on Plantation Avenue. Yeah. Shit like that. Spook Hill Drive. Yeah. Lake Wells, Florida. Google it. And see if I'm a bitch ass liar. And a nigga chop you down and throw a nigga right where the Gators is at. And you know what? Nobody would ever know what happened to your mark ass. But a Cali nigga would never know that. Now, I done put the police up on the game that I got. Cause it be police ass niggas up in here. Oh yes. I have drove so far to see people in hunting season recently. Bro, it's far in the wood area. I'm talking about if I was to get popped, I would never be found. I swear to God. And then it's so crucial to where nobody would even hear the gunshots. God damn, that's why I know white people did some shit to black people where nobody heard a scream. They did niggas bad. That's why I know it's possible. Going to them other states, I'm like, God, the first thing you think, like, this is not LA. Like, cameras? Where? In a tree? Shit. Ain't no cameras. So, it's like back in the 70s, the 60s. Your word against his word. If you even get caught. If. Cold game, huh? Nigga, the yard is so big in my backyard. It's not a whole football field, but it's close to it. I could open up the back door and let the Rottweilers just run. And by the time they get to the end, when they get to the bushes and the trees, them dogs gonna be at least doing. That's how big it is. Think I'm lying? Just keep watching me on my live. I'm gonna keep going live at least every day. At least every day. So it is what it is, right? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. I will show you how to do something different. I can literally see with me, I can't legally hunt down south when all my relatives do. But I can show a record. I can show a nigga shooting a Draco. I can show a nigga, I can show Granny shooting a gauge. And she's gonna shoot with her old ass. She know how to hold that bitch. Cause I seen her do it. And then, like I said, Granny, she already told me, ain't nobody coming on my property that I'll blow their head off. You know what? I believe her. Because she know all the old ass sheriffs that's run in them. When you go to Atlanta, when you go to Mississippi and shit like that, they know your granny so much they probably went to school with her. So even if you in the wrong, it might be a felon. The way Granny tell that story and tell you to shut up while she go talk to him, I bet you they don't knock on that door again. Not one time. They're going to make it a solved case. It will not be unsolved. And that's a fact. Granny got it like that. Granny told me yesterday while they were driving, right? She said, when you get here, this alleyway is all bushes and you know, like how you see on state troopers, where they be pulling niggas over and it look like it's all forestry, like bear, lion, tigers, and bears is all up in the monkeys, whatever you want to call it, you know, the jungle, right? And that's another reason why I'm glad I got big dogs, because even if something is in the bushes, my Rottweilers, they need a friend. So to squabble up by themselves, yes, that's cool. To have a pack, I ain't gonna lose. That's why I always ride with two or more. What is good? Two is great. Two, what could get into it with a alligator? The alligator tried to strangle the shit out the other dog that, you know, didn't have no fear. The other dog get up on it and make the alligator release. You feel me? And they gonna squabble. You know what I mean? So one is great. Two, you for sure coming home. Even if it's a wolf, a bear. Yes, your Rottweiler will go squabble up with a bear. But if you got two, the bear could grab one and the other Rottweiler ain't got no fear neither. And that bear is gonna release. Even if they fucked him up, they're gonna release because it's two. Dogs is not supposed to be alone. That's why they come born in a pack. The only ones that's born like us, humans. Humans is born one at a time. The other ones, yeah, you get two. Hey, that's great. But that's not likely for humans. That's a subliminal message to us all. You're going to live by yourself. You're going to be born by yourself. You're going to die by yourself. So why are you worried about somebody else? If it dope sits, it dope sits. Get your bitch ass out of here. Why you worried about another nigga? That's why I was like, I can't do what Ed Hefe Munchie B do. He talking about what a nigga was wearing, what drawers he had on, the bitches he came with. Nigga, I seen that too. I don't want to talk about that shit. That's got some hoe shit. I'm not a bitch. I'll let my girl talk about all that. What color clothes. I don't give a fuck. I just want to know where the drink is at, where the food is at, what's up, nigga, and I'm gone. Other than that, man, I don't care if a nigga hair was fucked up, line up was teeter-totter. Nigga, he had a patch in the back of his head. He had pink pants on. I seen it too. I don't want to talk about it. That's what the hoes do. YG got a song. That's what them hoes do. Keep playing, you know. He got a song called That's What Them Hoes Do. I think it's on Read Up. And I call it Red Up. Because it is Red Up. Y'all call it Read Up. Nigga, that shit is Red Up. The homies know it was Red Up. Y'all call it Read Up. We call it Red Up. Get it? Yep. So right now, what I'm finna do? I'm finna do is what Miz I'm finna do? I'm finna cook some chicken quarters, boil them to feed my dogs breakfast. And I think I got rice. I think I got rice made. Let's see what's up with these busters. Look at the floor. Look at the floor since yesterday. I showed y'all this shit was clean. I ain't touch shit because I knew I was gonna go live. This is what this little nigga did. About like 4, 5 a.m. We sleep, me and Ebony, chilling, doing our thing. Like I said, I showed y'all yesterday. This shit was squeaky clean, right? So these little niggas, well, I can't say these. It's just this little guy, Champ. Champ, motherfucking ass. Yeah, this brother right here. This little fucking brother right here. And you see why he's so sleepy and don't want to do nothing. And I could walk around. He ain't biting me, walking through my legs. Yeah, the nigga was up at 4 a.m. tearing up this teddy bear. It's a duck around here. And I don't know where the duck is at. He tore this up. What else he done did? He don't really fuck with his ball because it's too big for his mouth. Look, he done found somebody, what's that shit, mesh? I was finna say squeegee, but you know what you take that body wash bath with? He found somebody loofah. He and Boo Boo and P. He flipped the bowls around. He made sure he flipped the bowls around all morning. I was like, God damn, little dude. Yeah, he made sure he made a mess. I don't know what I'm going to find later. This little dude, he made so much noise last night. I just knew I was going to whoop that butt. Oh, there go the duck. There go the duck. See, this what he was fucking with all last night. And me and Ebony was like, nigga, shut up. I remember she turned around and she looked at me like, nigga, tell this nigga to shut up. And I was looking at her like, man, go beat that nigga up, man. Tell your boyfriend, like, what the fuck, we sleep. She looked at me and I looked at her. That's when I knew my dog is a human. Hang out with your dogs. I had both of them since 7 weeks. My girl, she 24 months. No, 26 months. Boy, he 9 weeks. And I had him since 6 weeks. And one thing I can say if you raise up with your dog, oh yeah. If God bless me, I get a house in the Philippines or something like that, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna get a baby lion on my mama. I ain't never forgot that. Shit happen in life, but let me get my ducats up on my mama, nigga. 10,000. The homie from IF, he in the military. He told me I can get a mansion for 10 racks. So then when I get out there, he was like, nigga, anything out there in the Philippines, you can get human parts if you need, like you got a bad kidney or something, they'll snatch somebody up and get it for you. On my mama. That's how I knew nigga ain't no cat. You see, this is what I feed my dogs, man. I don't know what y'all feed y'all dogs. This real chicken quarters, gang. And I don't feed it to them. Look, she already here, unless it got red blood. If it ain't red and it's that dark color, don't feed it to them. Look who just popped out the woodwork. Look who just popped out the wood. Now she is camera shy. I ain't gonna lie. When Champ see me put the camera on him, he want it. Her, she don't. She don't give a fuck about no camera. She remind me of my dad. My dad was the type to never take pictures. And my mama banged on him. She was like, look, I understand you don't like taking pictures. I don't know why he didn't like pictures. But she made him understand, like, one day you're going to leave, right? So she was like, can the kids have some pictures of you? No. Yeah. Can the kids have some pictures of you? Dead homies. And that's when he started taking pictures. But he would go by himself, put on a new suit from Men's Warehouse, get me the second suit, and we'll be wearing the same. And I never knew that he took pictures without me. And yeah, he took pictures without me. Not saying I should be there, but I didn't even know he was taking them. And then when he came home, he just had pictures. Like my mama told him, She's like, I understand, but you got to take pictures. I don't know why he didn't like pictures. I still to this day don't know why my dad didn't like pictures. Check out the dog food. This is what dog food look like. I know y'all be cooking. Granny be like, you better not get him to them dogs. On my mama, that's all they eat. That's all they eat. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ask anybody that know me. They know I ain't bullshitting. I could give them to him raw, but I made sure I put it in a meal. Now I got two. If it was just Ebony, I would have threw her one, but I don't tease the other one because he gonna try to get up on a bone. And I can't do shit like that because at this age, she's gonna fuck him up over that meat, and it's gonna be crucial. Like she gonna forget he a puppy because he trying to snatch her food, and she did grow up by herself, so he's still a new nigga. He only been around like a week and a half, but this still Ebony house. She will fuck over him for some mood, for some food. That's why I never put them together. She'll forget he a puppy, for sure, for sure. I done seen her do it. But yeah, today is 3/4 chickens. Let me see if I got a rice. I should cook the pho just cause it's the last one in the bag. You feel me? So I'm gonna put 4/4 chickens. I know some of y'all like, damn man, I could have made that for dinner. Nah, this is my dog food. I got dinner for me too. My refrigerator all the way full to the max. Like, I can't put no more food in there. You feel me? You think I'm capping? Hold on. Let me show you. My refrigerator full. I couldn't even put a look, gang. My refrigerator so full, I couldn't even put these pure leaves in there. Dead homies. I couldn't do it. Ain't no room. Ain't no room for these. Watch. Freezer packed out. Freezer packed out, gang. You see it, it's packed. What I'm gonna fit in here, gang? And I just took out that chicken. So, what the hell am I gonna fit in here? Ain't no room. Put some on top of the greens? Oh, yeah, absolutely not. Look at this shit. I got teeter totter shit on top of the door. I can't put shit up in here. But remember, the internet said I was a smoker. Yeah. Oh, Dirty Slim. And you know I had food in here last time, like 3 months ago when they made me go live. Think I got food in here now, 3 months later. I'm a hell of a smoker, huh? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You niggas probably doing bad right now. Want me to come over and cook a barbecue, huh? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. These niggas is marks from the start. But they try to mark me out on the internet. I said I gotta do it to them. Just because I would have felt bad. I would have felt bad that even though I was a real nigga and I was broke and I couldn't prove it, I would have felt like a buster. That's why I said my whole life, God got a plan for everybody. I did not want the internet. But since you brought me, I can show most of all these YouTubers I live better than you. And I don't care how many subscribers you got. I'll show you how many racks I keep on me a day. Can you? I got it tatted. Banderonis on the chest. Nigga, what? Y'all brought me to the YouTube station. And then Bosco don't even have enough money to even fuck with me. That's why he gracefully backed away. Because the homies would tell him. Blood be coming through different new whips. There ain't no broke down. Never. Like they say in church. No, never. How can I forget? No, never. Man, I ain't coming through no broke nut, nigga. What? Slipping? Slipping in a hoopty? I ain't even sliding a hoopty when I was 14, 15. You crazy little motherfucker. Nigga, I'm not getting stuck for nobody if I gotta do that. I'm out of there. I don't know what you gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I don't give a fuck if we gotta split up our different ways. You better figure it out. And I'll be you in the hood. And I don't care if we in motherfucking Lakewood. I'll be you in the hood. Move around, nigga. And if you get caught, you do not know me. Just some game for the little homies that be watching me. Because I know I got a couple of young niggas that be watching me. But it's hard for me to say it's child friendly. Because I be cussing and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm going to say. So I can't push the button that say, you know, child friendly, because even though I'm giving some real game, I ain't gonna it'd be like a disrespectful way, but it ain't gonna be like Charleston White. Ain't gonna be nothing like Charleston White. Look at all that shit. Look at all that shit, y'all. That's all food, containers, all type of shit, gang. That's what I said. Like, I got shit to get out of here before I go to Atlanta. I gotta, man, boy, my Rottweilers, once they get to Atlanta, they gonna be like, they gonna think they in heaven on earth. They gonna be able to run around all they want, chase a bunny. And if they rest in peace of chicken, then that's what y'all eating tonight. I literally see Grady grab a chicken like it wasn't nothing by his neck. It was alive. Ring the neck. This is what we eating. Hey, Charles, pluck the chicken. Gangster. And we ate it. Your granny ever did that? That's why I know she'll pop the shit out of a nigga. Get on her property. She gonna get you before me. She shoot rabbits, deers, possums, mooses every once in a while. Yes, Granny. Like I said, Granny said, what kind of gun you want? I said, Granny, I'm a felon. I can't buy guns. But you can. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all. And they gonna be blowing down rabbits, whatever the season is. And I'm gonna be recording. Just because I know the police watching. But like I said, I can't possess it. If they can, they legal. I'm just recording. That's what I'm gonna do. Zoom in. They're gonna have the scopes with the rifles. I'm gonna show you what we got. The clips, the bullets, the vests, all that shit. Watch me do it. And the people that's gonna be holding it gonna look squared in a motherfucker. And they will shoot the shit out of a gang member. My family members that I show shooting, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm the Cali looking face. They look like they mixed. They look more Indian. They look more Haitian. I look mixed. They look like they on this side of the family or that side of the family. And you're gonna see a grown nephew that's finna graduate this year. He's 18. He can buy a strap. And you're gonna see how Gilligan he is, squared in a motherfucker. But he knows how to shoot the shit out of a gun. And I'm gonna show Cali niggas how y'all look thugged out, looking like Julio Fulio. And this square ass book bag carrying looking ass nigga will do you with no gang shit behind him. Smoke you on a stand your ground law, and I will record him going home. No cuffs. Here's my license to carry. Here's the strap I smoked him with. This is my uncle recording on the dead homies. Say I'm lying. Just keep watching me and keep telling yourself how much I lied to you. I see it's a lot of YouTube content, but it ain't no real content. Everybody running with who went to jail, who did this, who ain't got this, what Brick Baby said, what Loose Cannon said. Look, Loose Cannon said he had a gang of Airbnbs. One thing I know about somebody having money in Airbnbs, content wouldn't be your number one priority on the internet. You only have so many times you can get on the phone because there's other niggas that been in there before you that got regimented phone times. Loose Cannon, he's in there. He got new phone time, but the niggas that's been in there, they be like, hey, bro, like, I be on this phone. And some niggas be trying to call the phones, they phones, and will squabble you down because you the new nigga fucking up their time because they girl get off work and they get their couple hours. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then for Loose Cannon to say he running a dorm, he's a lie. It's your first time in jail. You ain't running shit but your mouth. But, you know, it's content, right? And that's what shit show. Because niggas in there like, you been in the feds before? Nah, it's my first time. Because if you say, yeah, they gonna say, where you been? You can't lie. Then they'll be like, oh, okay, you been to the county? Nah, I ain't never been to the county either. All right, look. What's your name again? Loose Cannon, or probably Terrence, or whatever you telling them niggas up in there. Probably even telling them Loose Cannon. Nigga in there, tell them what he tell them. And then they're gonna be like, all right, smooth. He gonna be like, so how the phones working? How you gonna be asking how the phones work? Where we put what's our sinks, what's our tables, what we allowed to do, and then you run it as soon as you get there. How you gonna run it and you ain't even know where shit was? Just the lies. That's just pure lies. You believe it? They sold it. So who am I? You know? You can believe them, believe me. Really don't matter. I know one thing for sure. I ain't finna lie to you niggas for nothing. For what? Well, I don't need your money. YouTube, yeah, it's cool. I'll wait till y'all really start paying me when my subscribers get up. Every time I open my mouth, I get paid. I understand I gotta pay my dues. I gotta get my subscribers up. I gotta get my viewers up. I gotta get the members up. You know what I mean? I already got what you call it, man? Moderators. You know, so I just need to start running it up more. But people go watch Nina Boy knowing he had the allegations he had with Jackie O and still fuck with him. Like they ain't like, it's just like saying, you know about R. Kelly, you still gonna bang his music. So it's like, what's the use of talking about it? His niggas be telling in every hood. And niggas know they there. So why even talk about it? So it goes to the point of, you gonna smoke him? Then what you telling us for? Like, what? That nigga foul. What you gonna do? All right, for sure. Matter of fact, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop coming around all you niggas just because you okay. One mark. And I'm not no parts of this. On me, I'll bounce. Quick, homies or not. You picking and choosing who good, who ain't, and you know he foul? I will leave. Because this is not gangster. Picking and choosing. Just like the internet, they pick and choose who they believe. Just like a grocery store. Food for less, Sprouts, Ralph's, Vons, Stater Brothers. You pick a side. Quick. I'm learning. But I knew I had a thick enough skin to where shit don't affect me. If I didn't, I would have never came back on the internet. Y'all would have never seen me again. If those allegations was real, it's so easy for me to get up off the internet and y'all would forgot about me in 2-3 days. Just as easy as I came and I could have went out. Now, I'm finna spank it. On me. Need to be talking about this, talking about that, hiding their life, only see them on screen, and then bam, they gone. See them on the video, and they gone. Ain't gonna never show you the house. Section 8, Orange County, first floor for a blind man. I'm telling you. That's why they could be part of the GRID program. Because they're going to find a way to get about the hood any way possible. That's why I said, how you rap / podcast. So, you know your podcast is going to interfere with you doing music with some people, right? Because you speaking on a lot of shit, correct? Don't make sense. How you going to rap and podcast? Don't make no goddamn sense. But failed musicians always play music in church. I know a lot of failed musicians that failed in life, but they stars at your mama church. It ain't Sunday, but I will preach. A lot of failed people in life. Singers, background singers from the Whispers, all the way up to Cisco, all the way up to Chris Brown today. All those failed singers, when they don't make it, they go to church. And they make it. And they'll go to a church where the limelight. I know 2 people did that. I ain't gonna put their names out there. But they was backup singers for big people. fell on a face type shit, and became a success in church. I ain't seen a lot of things. People do some strange things for a little bit of change. Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. I be forgetting to say that. Real talk, I be forgetting. But I know I am hungry. I got me that little Craves box. I ate all the tacos. And then I just crashed. I didn't even eat the burrito. And I don't be using that nacho cheese on the chips. I be putting that on the burritos, the tacos. Yeah, I was out of here. I rolled a big ass blunt. Sleep. I woke up. It was right there. Didn't even rolled it. Didn't even puff it. That food have you out of here. But I am low key addicted to Mexican pizzas, man. Ever since a kid. And one thing I do gotta have is the nacho cheese with the burrito supreme or whatever it is. And it's a mandatory that I have a mixture of the hot sauce with the mild sauce. And I empty both of these. And if I'm greedy, I'll put 2 miles. Now I'm really so like that to where I went to the grocery store and bought the bottle of mild sauce. But I ain't gonna show you. I ain't no fat boy, but you know, I did that just in case I didn't have none. I think the mild sauce at Taco Bell is the best ever. I will go to Del Taco and go to Taco Bell to get the mild and hot sauce. I swear to God. I like Del Taco bean and cheese burritos more than I like Taco Bell's. Dig that. Chicken doing its thing. Yes, sirski. Yep. What else? I need something to drink though. My lips is getting a little bit dry from talking. So, I guess this is what I get. You did? No cup. No cup. Oh. I don't got no damn rice. So I gotta cook rice for them too. Oh, do I? No, thirsty. Ooh-wee. So chicken is good. Already got rice. Yes, sirski. Yep, I got rice. So I'm good. But I gotta dig through this rice because I can't let my puppy eat them bones. So I know it's bones in there for sure. I can feel them. So I gotta separate his from hers. But just for now, because he is little dog status, but he will be bigger than her. So that's the cool thing about it. And I see how he turned up. Like, you gotta really make him mad. And I'm checking his personality now. The way he lazy. Like when he's sleepy, bro, he don't want to do shit. But if he up and you ain't up, he'll make you get up. And then you get the barking and then pulling stuff that's way too big for him. About to knock down a whole, man, this nigga about to knock down a laptop and some more stuff. Just pulling. I caught him too, like, man, back your ass down. You a little dude. So you gotta be on them now because they will be gorillas. They will be untamed gorillas. I didn't even get my drink. Let me see. Let me get back to this El Contento. You know? But it won't be no brick baby shit. Oh, shout out Young Berry Gordy, man. I was proud of him being live the other day. He had a good like 40 people watching him. I was like, man, he on this shit. But he should be like that. He was on No Jumper. Even though he was there with Brick Baby and just playing it smooth, I'm just glad he still popped out. I don't know whose house he was at, but he was looking all right. I'm just glad to see that big old boy wasn't out there crying. That's what told me up. I was like, you got on the internet and cried? You can never live that down. That's why even Brick Baby, oh, cry baby ass nigga. Why would you do that? Even if you fuck with Brick Baby, why would you embarrass us? All right, here we go. With Lil Durk. His hitman told a jailhouse informant how shit was going down with Durk. Clout chasing is real. Here we go. Shout out KB Go Live.
In that indictment. And we've been covering that on the channel ever since it happened back at the end of last year. But that is not Lil Durk's only problem, at least not in a legal sense. While he does have plenty of trouble happening over there in that case, there is actually another case, a second murder for hire plot that Lil Durk has been tied to. He has not been indicted and has not been charged in that case, not yet. But as time goes on, it's looking like the possibility of him being charged in this second murder for hire scheme is becoming more and more likely. Now, we have heard the government mention this second murder for hire scheme in their paperwork, but the details about it have remained scarce. And so today I want to go over some paperwork that was just dropped yesterday in this murder for hire case, the second one, where the government claims that they know Durk was involved with this whole situation because one of the defendants in this case was unknowingly recorded by his cellmate, who was a government informant while they were both in the Illinois Department of Corrections. Apparently, in this recording, this defendant explicitly admits to murdering Stefan Mack, also known as Youngin, for a cash bounty that was put out by a quote-unquote Chicago-based rapper tied to Only the Family, who they reference in the document as Individual A. Now, Stefan Mack was allegedly killed in retaliation for the death of Lil Durk's brother, D-Thang, who was fatally shot real quick.
You got to do something.
In Harvey, Illinois. Now, no suspects were ever publicly identified or indicted